Bro, when we go to Boops and check the bank account, $0. What I'm telling you, nothing. I'm gonna post the picture right here. $0 in the account, which was probably one of the lowest point of my life. One off, right? As a man, as a father, as a husband, like if you look for your wife and say, "Your babes, come, we gotta go, cause we have no." There's no money to even buy a little carton of milk or nothing, bro.
Happy birthday to you.
My beard look big still, huh?
There we go. You look like Avery.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the notification bell right there.
Alright, people, let's try this for a fifth time. This is my fifth time trying to record this thing. I don't know what's going on with my phone, but it keeps cutting the the video off. I don't know why. So I gotta be monitoring my watch every now and then to make sure this thing is being recorded. Alright, so let's start again. As crazy as the last year has been, and I keep saying this, and I even said it to my mom a few months ago, like, it's amazing how we made it through, bro. It is. And this is why some of the reason why, you have to just give thanks, bro. It is simply amazing how we made it through the last year. Who knows what the next couple months is gonna be like, or the next year is gonna be like. I can only speak on what has already happened, right? It got to a point so bad that one day we're on our way home. Me and Lacey were on the road. I don't know, coming from some appointment or something. Nana calls us, "Hey, pick up some milk for the girls, bro." When we go to Boops and check the bank account, $0. What I'm telling you, nothing. I'm gonna post the picture right here. $0 in the account, which was probably one of the lowest point of my life. One off, right? As a man, as a father, as a husband, like if you look for your wife and say, "Your babes, come, we gotta go, cause we have no." There's no money to even buy a little carton of milk or nothing, bro. Cause at that point I was laid off. Lacey wasn't working because she had fallen down the stairs, needed surgery, was on sick, like disability leave or whatever. So we were getting like a fraction of her pay to not even cover our bills. Our bills weren't even being covered. We were missing a lot of payments, credit card bills sparking up, missing mortgage payments. It was just a rough period of time, bro. Rough, I'm telling you. But we made it through, and it is so surprising. And I keep using the word surprising, but I should really substitute it for miraculous blessings. We're just so blessed, because even throughout those times, bro, we were still able to cross off a lot of the stuff off of our list. Some of the stuff that we want to accomplish and achieve. One of the major things for me was creating a trust, starting our estate planning. As a parent, as a father, as a husband, that is something that is constantly in my mind. Because none of us know when we're not going to be here. Life is so fleeting, bruh. We're here one second, we're gone the next. And as a parent, you just as individuals, you have to plan for it. As what's the word I'm looking for? I know people don't like to talk about not being here. That subject is not the most comfortable conversation, but it's one that we must face. All of us gonna face that at some point, right? So it's best to have a plan or plan as best as possible for it. So me personally, in all my conversations, I've always talked to my friends and about trust. The trust, it's important because you move certain assets out of your estate, so you no longer own them. So when you're not here anymore, whatever debts you may owe or whatever, what you have in that trust is unaffected by that, right? And that's important because I have the girls here. I want to make sure that they're all right. So we created a trust, put the house in it, and it cost us around $2,000 to create that trust, right? And I mean, this was at a time when it really, like, it was during that difficult period of time, bro. But the thing about it is we waste so much money on a yearly basis, on a weekly basis, daily basis, that you could sacrifice some of the luxuries for some of the wants, because I honestly believe that's a need, right? Estate planning is a need. It's unfortunate that a lot of us don't do it, but we waste so much money on other stuff that it can be done if you really put your mind to it and you're serious about it. So we were able to do that. That was a big thing off our list, right? Next big thing, let's say, completed her masters, right? Another big thing that she's been working hard at, that she really wanted to do, and I'm so proud of her for doing that. What else? I created ANB, that's the tax firm, something that I've always spoken about going into business for myself, and just really deciding to invest in me. As scary as that might sound, it was through me getting laid off for that, I got that swift kick in the rear to go and start my own thing, my own firm. And I did learn a lot from that firm. So it was a blessing. I'm not going to say a nightmare. Yeah, there was a tyrannical boss there, but I learned a lot. But that had to happen for me to start ANB. That had to happen for me to say, yo, you know what? I'm going to go invest in myself. So that happened. I got laid off the Saturday. By Sunday night, Monday morning, my business was fully registered. EIN, EFIN applied because I applied for because I need that as a tax firm. And I started working on my website. Business cards were designed. Like I went ham those last couple of days. But then over the following weeks or the weeks to come, things started to kind of build up because I wasn't working. This wasn't business season, so no money was coming in from that side, but the expenses were piling up because at this point Lacey was also on disability leave, right? So Lacey was on disability. I was collecting unemployment thing, and I was like a couple $100 a week. So we did that was going on for like a couple of months, and then panic mode started setting in because, like I was telling you, we reached a point where our account was $0. So no, panic mode chipping. I'm like, shit, this I gotta find something. So I went back in the job market. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a little bit more selective. I'm gonna find something that really suits me. I'm not gonna settle. Found something. It was fully remote. I'm like, alright, cool, fully remote. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do this. A young firm. It was like a couple months. When I joined, it was like maybe 3-4 months in existence. It was a young firm, and they're trying to mix technology and tax, tech and tax, right? So I was really excited about the opportunity, but again, life just has this way of continuously teaching you or trying to teach you a lesson until you learn it. It will not move on. I just wouldn't learn my lesson. So, all right, you know what? I said, let me just do this and work on my firm in the meantime. I tried doing that, but can't. My firm got put on the back burner, and all my focus was now centered on this new firm. I was working from 8 a.m. to about 11 p.m., sometime up until 12, bruh. Non-stop. I wasn't eating, wasn't sleeping. Like, the level of support that I was expecting and the level of support that was quote unquote promised was just not there. And it really affected me mentally. The level of anxiety I felt at that firm was unspeakable. Like, I've never experienced such, and I've been through many tax seasons before, right? Anxiety, and like it was out of this world, bro. And I remember it was, I think it was a Monday. Yes, it was a Monday. Monday morning, I got up after a few hours of sleep, and went into the office, sat down at my desk, and I was like, let me go start get my day started. Exhausted and tired, and just feeling, trying to keep my mental, like, firm. And my boss, I saw a Teams call coming in from my boss, and it's like, I remember my shoulders just dropped, bro, because I'm like, what this lady I come with, because over the last couple of days it was just been a battle with this lady, bro. So that Monday, when that was just like the last straw, bro. Like, if I was a weaker person, I would have cried, bro. Like, I felt all energy just left my body, bro. And Lacey was there, and she saw me, and she's like, yo, look good, bro. I remember 12 o'clock that night, she was like, yo, no, this. Because if you continue the way you're on the path that you are, I don't think you're going to be here long enough to even, be of use to your family or anything. So 12 o'clock that night, me and her, we sat down. We drafted my letter of resignation and sent that in. Right? And that's when I devoted myself to my firm. I said this, you know what? That's it. 110%. And this was like, I had maybe like a month or two left in busy season. I was able to get a couple clients, about 15 clients. So that was bad. And then started doing Amazon Flex. I started doing Uber and Lyft, just to kind of have some income coming in. But that's just some of what was going on. Even throughout all of the tribulations and trials, there were rays of hope, bro. There were sunshine. There was a silver lining, because we got stuff done. We crossed a lot of stuff off of our list. Honestly, I feel like we're trying to figure out what this life thing is. And I don't know about everybody, but I know about me. Some days I feel like I don't even know what I'm doing, bro. Like, I'm just winging this. The parenting, being a husband, trying to get financially free from all this, from this rat race that we're stuck in, that we're born in. Sorry, all of that. So, like, this is just our journey to freedom. That's what this is. That's the value add. And me leaving Jamaica, me leaving the army, the military back home, that was at the forefront of the reason why. Because in the army there was just no freedom, bro. None. And that is the most important thing for me, is freedom. It's not even to become rich. It's just freedom. Knowing that I can get up anytime, any day, and do what I want when I want. That is what I need. That is what I want. And so it's a journey to freedom. Come on the journey with us. See how we do. See what we can accomplish. Alright?
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the notification bell right there.